Well, good evening YouTube and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino beer review. Today you have the Rhino and we're looking at a beer that was sent to me by Dan or PK from Boozereviewsca. This is from a brewery I've never had anything from. Brouwerij, Fonteinen. So it's a Belgian brewery. This is an Oude Geuze. It's a golden blonde at 6% alcohol by volume. Yeah, I've never had anything by these guys, to be honest. You might hear my voice is a little different. I have been sick for a week. My sniffer works, my taste buds work. There's still some phlegm in my throat, so my voice just isn't there anymore. But the last 3 days are the first time I could actually smell and taste. But I wanted to give it a couple days to clear up a little bit, so we're at the point we're at now. I might cough once or twice because the more I talk, the more I want to cough. But again, my taster and my sniffer work, so I am at the point I could only hope to be at. Ooh. It's probably glue from, no, it isn't. Okay, so there's some schmutz right here, but that's not anywhere near the lips, so it doesn't matter. Green bottle. So this could have skunked. Product of Belgium. The 3 Fonteinen. 3 Fonteinen. Golden blonde. Oude Geuze. I like Oude Bruns, so maybe I'll like Oude Geuze. Just gonna keep my finger on there because I don't know. There's not really anywhere to point this in case it blows off. Right above me is the fluorescence. Right over there is the TV. Right over there is the other fluorescence. Right there is the camera. Right there is a window. Whew. And yeah, it would have blown off if I had not had my hand on it. Not a very thick cork either, so not a very long cork is what I'm meaning to say. So that really would have flew. That really would have flew. There is a shit. Ooh. I was gonna say there is a shit ton of carbonation in there, and I wasn't watching it just growing out of my glass. Look at that tilt on it too, because of the way I was holding the glass as I poured it. That's a intriguing beer. Is it still rising? Let's see. Yeah, it's still rising. That worrisome. That's worrisome. Very, very worrisome. But there's big tunnels forming in there, so we might be okay. There's a little bit of beer left in here too. Now this is only 300 and... Is that 35? I can't tell what that number is. One of the numbers is smudged out. Probably a 375? Yeah, I think it's 375. But one of the numbers is smudged out. But I was going to say this glass holds 600 milliliters, and yeah, there's just that much head in it. Just that much head. So color, very viscous and also opaque. Well, not opaque, I guess, just cloudy. Because I can see my hand right about here. But just barely, I can see it just moving. But out further, can't see nothing. Can't see none. So beautiful color though, I mean that's that beautiful like deep brassy color. Head was bright white. Lots of snap crackle pop on there. Scent. Even through all that head, you get like a very, very apparent apple and vinegary scent. Ooh, even more so that way. Like apple vinegar and oak. Yeah. Wow. What a hole. Well, a little bit left in the bottle. Doesn't smell skunky, just smells vinegary, sour, appley, and oaky. Let's give the beer a shot, shall we? Cheerio. And tittle pip. Now this is reminiscent of a few other Belgian sours I end up getting. I find for myself with Belgian sours, I either love them or I hate them. And this has a mixture of both the tastes I love and the tastes I hate in it. Very tannic. It smelled very vinegary, but it doesn't taste as vinegary. It does have a little bit of that, like, in my paradigm, that perm chemical taste to it. Not much, not as much as some of them, but it just has a little bit of it. Just reminds me of when my mother had her little old lady perm studio in the basement, and I also had my bedroom in the basement, and just waking up with that taste in my mouth. Not the old lady's taste, the perm chemical taste. Okay? So it kind of reminds me of that. But at the same time, very tannic. Very drying and tannic, like you took an oak tongue depressor and you held it in my mouth until you were done doing, you know, your check on my tonsils and my vocal cords and everything, and then you threw it out. But you're just left with that dry, woody, tannic taste. Also, a little bit of apple, lots of grapefruit, apple, perm chemical, tannic dryness, for the amount of carbonation I saw in the glass and the amount of head I was creating just by pouring this, there is very minimal carbonation playing on your tongue. Well, at least playing on my tongue. Your tongue might find it much, much more ferocious or voracious or any other amount of words you can think of. But for me, it's fairly calm compared to what the glass looked like and compared to what the head looked like. Fairly calm, light-bodied, easy drinking. The finish, a little bit of sour, a little bit of grapefruit and apple, and a little bit of tannic dryness. It's not as complex as I thought it was going to be. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be from the smell. The smell just turned me off. But taste-wise, I don't know. Like I said, it's kind of some of the things I love and some of the things I hate. I love those fruity flavors. A lot of times I love that oaky tannic flavor. Not so much mixed with the slight perm chemical flavor. However, I like that it's more the fruity side of the sour and funk than it is the chemical / vinegar side of the sour and funk. So for that, I don't know what I would do with this. I would probably put this at a 6.75. 6.75 because it is a good beer. I just don't think I'd want to buy it and drink it again. So 6.75 out of 10 from the Albino Rhino for Trois Fonteines Oude Geuze. Sent to me by Dan. Thank you very much, Dan. At some point I'll get something back out to you, but this was basically sent to me a few days before my wife got written off work. So with just my income paying for everything right now, beer mails will be on a little bit of a hiatus. I do have beer if something comes up, like another week of free shipments or something from Canada Post. I have some beer I could send out, and I always get beer from companies to review, and usually when they send it to me, they'll send me doubles. So if something comes up where I can get something out, it'll come out sooner. If not, it will come out. It's just going to be later. Anyway, thank you very much for sending this. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful evening. Au revoir, à bientôt. See you soon. Bye-bye.